First of all, Fran, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and, celebrate the memory of your friend, Suzanne. We were all devastated to hear of her passing, of course. But before we talk about the more recent years, take me back to the beginning of your friendship. When did you first meet her?
We were both living in Malibu, and we had the cancer survival and trying to figure out more holistic ways to rebuild our bodies. She had already written a couple of books on it that she wanted me to read. She also wanted me to familiarize myself with some of the doctors that were oncologists, but worked outside of the box a little bit, looking at the body as a whole system. And she was very into, healthy living. She was very proud of her vegetable garden that she had in Palm Springs. And I just found her to be a really wonderful, lovely woman. I did her talk show. She did my talk show. We were both into cooking, both kind of comedians, but got involved in other businesses. She was very successful on home shopping, and I had dabbled in that at one point. And, she gave me advice on that as well. We were both people that were big supporters of the LGBTQ and were, just, I guess, we just had enough in common that the work relationship transitioned into a kind of a co-supportive friendship, going out for dinners and things like that. She was in a very loving relationship with her husband, and I just found her to be a very, grounded and authentic person. She wasn't superficial. She was very forthright about, her life, her earlier life as growing up. And I think that I admired that she just leveraged her celebrity to try and change the conversation about health and empower people and expose them to other options. And she was always a survivor. Besides surviving an aggressive cancer for more than 2 decades, if a door closed in the industry, she forced open a window somewhere else that she could leverage her celebrity and keep her messaging moving forward and make money. And she was a lovely, lovely woman. And I feel bad that she passed at, a pretty young age. And I feel bad that Allan, who, they had such a lovely, loving relationship, outlived her, because he's 11 years older than her. And you just never know who's going to go first in this life. And it's just, the best homage I can pay her is to continue to be in gratitude every single day that I'm here.
Thank you for sharing all of those beautiful memories, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate you paying homage to her. She was very special, extremely talented. She had great longevity in this business. And she
a favorite memory, like of all of the memories that you've shared with Suzanne, is there one you cherish the most?
Honestly, I have to say that it was when I was invited to her home in Palm Springs, and she made this beautiful and delicious lunch and then walked us through her prized vegetable garden. And it was just, just lovely. And she was very warm and welcoming. and everything about the experience. And I was there with, Peter, my ex-husband, and two other people, at least two other people, because we were all there to do this LGBTQ event. And she had invited me to her home, and we said, let's go
Yeah.
to Suzanne Summers for lunch. And she cooked
Love
for us, and I don't know, she was a very down-to-earth person, and God bless her. I
Yeah.
hope she's in a better place.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, of course, Allan, and those two together, absolutely incredible. What was that relationship dynamic like from your point of view?
Very loving and very, really good friendship and romance, and grounded in, real values and respect,
Yeah.
and, gratitude and laughter. They were a lovely couple to be around.
Yeah. And you had her on your show, the Fran Drescher show, and then Suzanne had you on her show. So what was that like? How much fun was it to be able to, say, come on over, girl, let's have fun on my set, and then return the favor too?
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice and it's so easy. I think the lowest hanging fruit when you're doing something like that is to call your friends,
Yeah.
and you know what their strengths are. I mean, when she came on my show, she actually cooked, I think. And because she was a great cook, and I knew that, and she was very health minded. So I interviewed her while we were talking in the kitchen, and that was a lot of fun and very relaxed and easy.
Having survived cancer for as long as you have, right? 23 years now, you mentioned, and being so open and transparent about that journey to empower other people to take control of their health. I'm curious if you have any idea of or could imagine, what kept Suzanne fighting and so strong for so long, because she also had a really long battle that she won for a very long time.
Yes, well, she believed that
Mm.
with the right environmental support and mindset,
Yeah.
that she could help her body heal. And it did for a really long time. I don't know if as she got older, maybe more was needed, but you don't really know until you find out that it's come back. It's hard to tell what
Right.
happened or why it came back. But I think what we really have to look at is that she had a very aggressive cancer. Her prognosis was not good. She embraced a lifestyle that she thoroughly believed in, and she lived for over 20 years. So that speaks volumes.
Absolutely. And thank you for sharing all of that information. So true. Do you remember the last time that you spoke to Suzanne?
It's funny because it's been a little while. Um, through COVID and everything, I think we kind of lost touch. But just like maybe a week ago or something, I was thinking that maybe I would drop an email to Suzanne and Allan and see how they're doing. And because I've been so busy with the strike and everything, I never got a chance to do it. I notice in my phone that I have text messages that I never send because somebody pulled me away and I didn't get a chance to press send. And then I'll send it like days later and saying, I never sent this to you. So I do try, and when I get an intuitive feeling like that, I do try and act on it. Because it's something in the universe, I think, that's guiding me. I did not reach out to them, and I'm regretful. But not that long ago, a cousin of mine, who I was quite close with, passed away in her sleep, very unexpectedly. And I had talked to her that week. I picked up the phone. I had the feeling, and I do that. I am trying to make a point of doing that. When I get somebody keeps coming onto my radar, and it's like I have to write to them and say, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I wish I had done that with Suzanne, but maybe somehow, some way, she knows that my thoughts and prayers are for her now.
Absolutely. When you think about this incredible legacy that she has, she really helped open up the conversation about equal pay with women in the industry. What kind of influence, what kind of legacy do you think Suzanne leaves behind for us to celebrate?
Well, I think that, she started out playing a dumb blonde who was really very smart, very caring, very loving, and very much for helping people.